Thanks for checking in for the old video blog update once a week, one inconsistent thing. So, last week I talked a little bit about having the opportunity to play at the Pig and Whistle, and this last week I played there, and it was great. It was really fun. It's on Hollywood Boulevard, which is kind of exciting, and there were quite a few people there. They have half-hour sets all night long. And so I got there a little bit early, watched a couple people play. I did have some friends come, but a couple unfortunate things. So I had one friend from my ward come who got in and watched the show. He pressed record on my video camera so I can go back and watch it and critique myself. And then my roommate Casey came with a friend, and she lost her wallet a couple weeks ago, and they were carding at the door, so she couldn't come in. And of course, the friend that came with her, it was nice, and they went and did something else together, so that was sad. But then another girl from my church came with a friend, and she wasn't 21 yet, so that was kind of unfortunate. But the one friend was there, and who recorded, and he was really nice to be there, and he was really nice about it, and the show went really well. There was a girl who went right before me who was such a good vocalist. I'm gonna have to search her, try and find her somewhere, because I remember her last name, but I don't remember her first name, and I told her that I wanted to get her card, but it never happened. She was just an amazing singer, and I know I would love to have her like do harmonies with me on a video or even a recording, something. She was excellent. She did keep saying like disclaimers about like, oh, I do country music mostly, so, but I like other genres. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of it, like unnecessary disclaimers to her set. Yeah, but that went really well. There was kind of a fun moment in there. Most of the people in the audience were people that I didn't know, which I kind of prefer in some ways, because then I know that I'm getting new people interested in what I'm doing. But I had forgotten to put my CDs out anywhere for people to get them, and I played Two Lovers, and the crowd was small enough that it was nice and intimate, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, what is that song? Do you have the recording? And I said, yes, it's actually the title track to my EP, and my purse was on stage, so I just pulled them out, and I put them on the table, and it was just like, I don't know, like fish to food, or like a flock of birds to bread on the ground, just like people came in, and I was like, yeah, they're free, you can tip me if you want. I made like $25. It's good. And people took the CDs to listen to it, so which is the whole point. So yeah, that was kind of a fun moment, and people liked the songs, and I had a great time. I love playing shows, so yeah, it was good. It was good. I also got to find a really great parking spot. I found metered parking right around Hollywood Boulevard, so that's awesome and not easy to find. So that was great. Yeah, I also released a new YouTube video on Saturday. I had kind of been working on it since the week before. It's a cover of Emily Sandé's Next to Me. It's really good. Well, I mean, it's not amazing, but I have a lot to learn about how to use Logic and make things sound awesome. So, but you should check it out for sure. I'll try to leave a link there. And yeah, so I did that, and then Sunday was great. Sundays are always nice. Like, church is wonderful and fills me with joy and peace and happiness. I don't think anything interesting happened on Monday. I just kind of like worked all day at home, and same thing with Tuesday. And then tonight I had the opportunity to go to a show on Sunset Boulevard in the Viper Room. A gentleman that I met several months ago in January, actually. I met him. I was out here visiting for some auditions and seeing Casey and stuff, and I went out. Oh, I was trying to go see Ari Herstand's show, but I was a little bit late. I met this guy, Charlie, who was just in the audience, and we kind of like talked a little bit, and and we like got each other's info, and I found him on Facebook. But he had a show tonight at the Viper Room, and it was like invite only, and you had to be on the list. So he was, but he had an unlimited guest list. So he said, you know, anybody who wants to come, let me know, and I'll put you on the guest list. So I got on the guest list, and I put Casey's name on the guest list. But then, like maybe 10 minutes before we knew we had to leave, she realized that she still didn't have her ID, and it's definitely a bar, you know, they're gonna have to ID. So we tried to figure out a way that she could, you know, still get in, but nothing. We couldn't really think of anything great, and then so I started like calling and texting around to find people to kind of go with me because I didn't want to go by myself. I mean, when I originally met this guy, I was alone, and I don't know, it kind of was weird. So I wanted someone with me to be like, hi, hey, it's me. We met a long time ago, and this is my friend so and so. And I really would have liked it to be Casey. I felt bad. But I did find someone to go with me, a guy from my church, from our ward. His name, well, I won't say his name, but he went with me, and it was really fun, and it was a good time. It was Charlie Green, so that's Charlie and then Green with an extra E on the end. I should go this way. Extra E on the end. And he was great. And to be honest, I actually think a lot of his songs would sound really good with a female vocal harmony. I really wanted to talk to him, but I like in between his set and the next set, he was like carrying equipment and I think outside, maybe like having a smoke or something. And the only time that I really saw him go by, he was talking to someone else, and then, you know, by the time I thought like, okay, I'll bet he's free by now, I think he had actually left. I couldn't find him at all. So this is kind of a bummer, just because person to person is better. But I'll hit him up on Facebook again, and maybe I'll go to another show and meet him in person. I learned my lesson. You gotta pounce on those opportunities to meet somebody in person. So anyway, but he did a really great job. Really good set. Kind of more of like a folksy, almost country sound, but like old country sound to a couple of his songs. So he was great. And then after him was, I would call it, I mean, I'm not very good at putting things in genres, but I'd say alternative rock. Group right after him called State to State. Oh man, they were so good. I'm not usually like the biggest fan of rock. I don't dislike it, but it's not like my first choice. Loved them. They're so good. Their lives, I mean, I don't know if they have any recordings. They kind of acted like they don't, but I'll have to look it up. But their live set was great. So good. I would have liked to stay for the last group too, but my plus one had to get home because he has a midterm tomorrow. So, but it was really great. It was a really good show. Definitely would recommend the Viper Room, and Charlie Green and State to State. And, you know, if the previous roster is any telling of, you know, the headliner, then I'm sure National Anthem is really great as well. So, anyway, that's kind of it for the week. I mean, this weekend I'll be trying to get out another YouTube video. I really want to be more consistent with that. Okay. Anybody in Utah, October 25th, I'm having a release show. I'm releasing a single of Let's Die Together. Most of you have probably heard it in one of my shows. I play it all the time because it's really one of my favorites to play. Definitely a crowd favorite. I will be having t-shirts there. So, and that will be October 25th. I haven't decided on a time yet, but it'll be at Sugar House Coffee in Utah. So, if you're in Utah on October 25th, then you should definitely come to Sugar House Coffee. It'll probably be, I want to guess 7 or 7:30, around there. We'll do that. And then I'm actually planning to play with the improv kids with Off the Wall Draper that night at 10:30 in Draper at the Draper Historic Theater. So October 25th, it's a big day. Also, for any of you singing teachers out there, I will be giving presentations about Authentic Bel Canto, my grandmother's book. I will leave a link to the website for you. You can check it out. Great singing technique. It's one of the oldest techniques there is that you can learn from the Italian greats, and I will be giving full presentations about it on October 25th, one at Dame Marie Music and one in Provo at a friend's house, actually. So I'll put that information up on the link in the blog. If you're seeing this video and just on YouTube or on my Facebook page, go to vallarsonmedia.com/blog-vlog, and you can find out the details there. I'll probably have we'll do a Facebook invite too, Facebook event, so that you can get the information there as well. And I think that's it for now. Oh, also October 25th, when I'm playing at Sugar House Coffee. October 26th is my birthday. So if you've been telling me over and over again that you're definitely going to come to one of my shows and you haven't yet, this is a great opportunity to give me a great birthday surprise with a big audience the day before I turn the next year older. I don't want to tell you how old I am, because I'm starting to feel old. Anyway, thanks for checking in. I hope that you're doing great, and so far I'm really liking LA. It's super fun, and I will see you next week.